Hi, I'm Patrick, and welcome to a special cabin edition of Karen, Please.
Karen, you carried it too far this time around.
This episode of Karen, Please is coming from a cabin in Lake Arrowhead. I had to get out of the city just for my own black soul and just to relax. But Karens ain't gonna stop Karening. Karen is described in the Urban Dictionary as the stereotypical name associated with rude, obnoxious, insufferable, middle-aged white women. Our next Karen embodies all of that and is a racist to boot, which is a Karen bingo!
Ooh, that's a bingo!
For this, we go all the way to Branson, Missouri, where Black Lives Matter protesters and supporters of the Confederate flag clashed outside of a Dixie Outfitter store where we meet Ku Klux Karen.
I will teach my grandkids to hate you all. Back on this.
KKK believes. KKK believes. You see? KKK believes just now.
The fond memories those kids will have of Meemaw telling them to hate people based on their skin color as she bakes Confederate cookies in the same kitchen she cooked her meth. Say what you will about her, and trust me, I will, but at least she owns her racism. It's a breath of fresh, hated air. The store the protest occurred in front of was Dixie Outfitters, a store that sells all kinds of Confederate-themed merchandise such as hats, flags, glasses, and these Confederate brand briefs. The South's not the only thing they want to rise again. Did I mention the store owners have family ties to the KKK? Interesting. The Confederate flag is a symbol of hate, treason, and also losing, and yet there are people that claim this as their heritage, much like Cubs fans. This heritage is not to remind future generations that their ancestors were on the wrong side of history and that they need to find a way to do better as a people, but instead, they are proud of their ancestors who were so lazy and trifling that they would rather commit treason and start a civil war than give up their free labor and work for themselves. This brings us to Ku Klux Karen, who was so upset about a group of Black Lives Matter protests demanding that you respect the lives and rights of people, took it as a chance to show her whole flat racist ass. These so-called patriots are quick to say how much they love this country, but get their Confederate-themed underwear in a bunch when someone kneels during the national anthem. They will quickly jump to the defense of a symbol that represents the exact opposite of what they claim to love about this country. To say that you are going to teach your grandchildren to hate is beyond disgusting, but it also shows that racists are not born racist. They are taught to be racist, which is passed down from generation to generation, much like a cookie recipe. The secret ingredient is hate. Luckily, we are now catching more and more of these rants on video, and people are facing the consequences of these actions. They are losing their jobs, losing their businesses, and in some cases, they're going to jail. And when they get caught, inevitably comes the apology. Just like the famous line in It's a Wonderful Life.
Look, Daddy, teacher says every time a bell rings, Karen gets caught.
That's right. That's right.
Of course, Karen has now apologized for comments saying she's so sorry and that she blacked out during the event and doesn't remember what she said. Most people I know who black out fall down or lose consciousness. They don't spout hate. She went on to say that she wasn't KKK or believed in the KKK, but that she was mocking the protesters because she didn't like being called a racist. She was wearing a flag that is a symbol of racism, with a camo MAGA hat, which is another symbol of racism, in front of a store whose owners have family ties to the KKK. I mean, it doesn't get any more racist. As Maya Angelou once said, when people show you who they are, believe them the first time. This has been an episode of Karen, Please.